Hello, my dear friends. Today we will discuss the next part of the poem Lakshman, written by Toru Dutt. As we have already discussed the first part of the poem, that Sita is asking for the help. He is asking to the Lakshman that you should go and help your brother. He must be in some danger, but Lakshman is convincing Sita that he is all powerful. All animals and demons, they feel scared of his power. So he is trying to convince Sita. In the next lines, Rakshasa, Danvas, demons, ghosts acknowledge in their hearts his might and slink to their remotest cost in terror at his very sight. Evil to him, oh fear it not. Whatever foes animal him rise, banish for eyes the foolish thought, and be thyself bold, great, and wise. Now, Lakshman says, when they see Rama, when Rakshasas and Danvas, they see Rama, they run and hide themselves in the courtyards. They get scared of him when they see Rama. So you should be calm. Just remove this foolish thought from your mind. You just feel relaxed. You think he is calling like a child. Do you think that he is calling like a child for help? Just be relaxed. There is a mischief. It looks like magic of enemies. He is trying to convince Sita that it may be a conspiracy of our enemy, that they are trying to mischief with us. Listen to me, please don't send me away. Now, in the next lines, he says, for here beside thee as a guard, it was he commanded me to stay, and dangers with my life to ward, if they should come across the way. Send me not hence, for in this wood, bands scattered of giant luck, who on their wrongs and vengeance brood, and wait they are their will to work. Now, Lakshman says, I am commanded by my brother Rama, my brother who is a hero. My brother have ordered me not to leave this place until he comes back. So I am here. I cannot disobey his orders as a prince. He is a prince, so I cannot disobey his orders. I am supposed to fight with you, so I will be here. But Sita says that, but then thy leader stood beside, dazzles the cloud when shines the sun. Wrapped of radiance, see it glide, a shapeless mass of vapors done. So of thy courage, or if not, the matters is far darker dyed. What makes thee loth to leave this spot? Is there a motive thou wouldest hide? Now Sita says, shame on you, because you are giving these types of excuses. You are just pretending. She says, an open enemy is good than disguised friend. You are a coward person. When Rama is there with you, you always shows faith. You always fight with him. With Rama, you behave like a brave man. But now you don't have any power, you don't have any courage. When leader is there, when there is no sun, cloud evaporated. Similarly, when Rama is there, you look like a cloudy. You want you want to do the other criminal giving all information. When Rama is going, let Rama die, so I will marry his wife. So you are thinking like this, that after let Rama die, then I will marry you. Then Lakshman says, he perishes well, let him die. His wife henceforth shall be mine own. That thought deep embedded lie within thy heart most secret zone. Search well and see, one brother takes his kingdom, one would take his wife. A fair partition, but it makes me shudder and abhor my wife. So she says that after his, you are thinking that after his death, I will take the charge of this kingdom and his wife also. So now Lakshman says, art thou in secret league with those who from his hope the kingdom rent, a spy from ignoble foes to track him in his banishment? And would thou at his death rejoice? I know thou wouldst sure ere now, when first thou heard that well known voice, thou should have run to it through. Learn this, whatever comes may come, but I shall not survive my love. Of all my thoughts here in the sum, witness it gods in heaven above. If fire can burn or water drown, I follow him. Choose what thou wilt, truth with its everlasting crown, or falsehood, treachery, and guilt. Now Lakshman says that this idea shakes my body. You have come here to track me. I think uh, now Sita says that you have come here to track me. I think his death will give you a lot of joy. When you heard this, when you first time heard his voice, when you first time heard his voice, you will run to hell. But still you are here, still you are not moving an inch. Whatever comes, whatever things happen, if something happens to my Rama, I will not be alive. I will die with him. You will witness to my word. Let water drown. I will fall on my husband. Now you choose whether you want to lead this falsehood life of treachery and quest, or you want to die like a nobleman. Either now Sita argues that either you remain here pretending fake excuses that you are securing me, or you will go to defend and fight for Rama. You choose whatever you like. Now Lakshman says, my path is clear. I will not waste my time. Lakshman says, hear me, queen. I will leave now. I want to tell you these words. You have broken my heart into pieces like poisoned sword. You pierced my heart like poisoned sword. Did I deserve all this? You have broken my lifelong loyalty. I understand your feelings, Sita, but you are just breaking my emotions. You are upset, I understand that something may happen your husband. But look, Sita, I will go. I will do whatever I can do. But you shattered my heart. Next line. I don't bother about my life. I bother about you. I am going out of this house, and it is like disrespecting my brother's order. As a prince, he is a prince, and I am going outside of this house, and he is a prince, and as a soldier I am disrespecting my brother. I should abide my brother's order, but I am disobeying his orders. It is painful for me as a soldier, but your language is too much to bear. That's why I am leaving this house. Otherwise, I believe on my brother's powers. So, this is clear till now. Have I deserved this at thine hand? Should I deserve these things of lifelong loyalty and truth? Is this meet? I understand thy feelings, Sita, and in sooth I blame thee not. But thou might be less rash in judgment. You are just underestimating me. I am going hence. I disregard the plainest orders of my chief. I am going, but I am just disregarding my chief's order. But your language is just unbearable. You are giving me pain. Your words are giving me deep pain. Here with an arrow low I trace a magic circle ere I leave. No evil things within this space may come to harm thee or to grieve. Step not for aught across the line. Whatever you might see or hear or shall, thou balk the bad design of every enemy I fear. Now Lakshman goes outside the house. He makes a circle and he advised Sita, do not leave this circle, do not come out of this circle. This circle will save your life. It is a kind of boundary for you. Whatever you hear, please, you should not come out of this boundary. So this is clear till now. Next stanzas we will deal in our next video. Thank you.